Incredible video coming out of Minnesota. A time lapse of rotating winds that look to be forming a tornado near the Twin Cities. Look at that movement. The National Weather Service warned of several strong, potentially tornadic storms in that area.
A lot of rotation there.
Wow.
And they're scary. Those fortunately were over land and not doing a whole lot of damage. It's not in a dense area where there's a lot of folks, but still it can be frightening.
Yeah, and this is kind of the common type of year when we're talking about tornadoes in the Midwest and tornado alley, so to speak, when you've got those clashes of air masses, cold, dense air from the north, warm, humid, moist air from the south. When those two air masses meet up and collide, boom, that's some of the severe weather that you get. But no tornadoes in our forecast anytime soon. So that is some good news. But I do have a chance for some isolated storms to develop within the next couple of hours. Already starting to see a couple of isolated showers popping up down in southern and central Collier. But for the remainder of your Tuesday evening, I do expect a chance for some isolated storms this evening. And also it will be another round of very hot and humid conditions, typical mid-June forecast for us here locally in Southwest Florida. Now, as of right now, most of us are dry with the exception of a couple of these spot showers beginning to bubble down along sections of 41. So if you're well south and east of Lely Resort, the Naples area, and you're commuting on the Tamiami Trail, there may be a couple of areas of some light to moderate rain. Not seeing any white dots right now, no thunderstorms represented right now, but that likely will change within the next couple of hours. Also, locally closer to us here in Lee and northern Collier County, a couple of spot showers working their way through sections of Bonita Springs into Estero. I do expect the coverage to remain somewhat limited to this afternoon, but very similar conditions expected this evening as what we dealt with last night. Actually had some pretty strong, impressive thunderstorms, especially moving across sections of Lee County, Cape Coral, and then into Charlotte County. So let's talk about it. For the remainder of your Tuesday afternoon, not much happens. But then by around 5 and 6 p.m., isolated storms begin to bubble as those winds collide from the Gulf and the Atlantic. So that'll give a pretty good chance for some isolated storms. And the thing with this evening's forecast, I think the showers and storms likely hang around through at least around 10 p.m., 11 p.m., and the midnight hour before they gradually begin to fade off. Typically, we're expecting that fizzle time to be between around 9 and 10 p.m. I think storms will continue a little bit later this evening, definitely past the sunset, and as we head to sleep around 10 and 11 p.m. But everyone is currently hot and steamy right now. Upper 80s across coastal Collier, where they do have a couple of spot showers elsewhere, lower to mid-90s under a mostly sunny to a partly cloudy sky. And it's currently feeling like 100 in Lehigh, 104 in Babcock, and currently feeling 101 in our friends in Arcadia. So just a few clouds as you head out the door early Wednesday morning. Temperature's going to start mild and muggy, mid-70s area-wide, pretty much seasonal for this time of year. The possibility of a couple spot showers well offshore. I expect most, if not all of us, to start dry tomorrow morning, and then by around 1, 2, and 3 p.m., that's when daily rounds of afternoon and evening storms will bubble up in the southeast, work their way to the north and west, and continue through at least the sunset time frame tomorrow before gradually fizzling out between around 10 and 11 p.m. tomorrow night. It's definitely going to be a hot one tomorrow. Highs hitting the lower to mid-90s. 91 is the average. 94 is what I'm forecasting Fort Myers, Lehigh. Hotter in Babcock, Immokalee at 95 degrees, as well as Arcadia. Coastal communities, upper 80s, lower 90s. We will continue to see increasing clouds for the second half of your afternoon once those showers and storms begin to bubble up. Also, if you're going to play outside, beat the heat because it's going to be feeling like 100 to 105 degrees tomorrow afternoon. So obviously seek some shade and stay hydrated if you are outdoors for a prolonged period of time. Scattered storms expected through Friday, which is the first official day of summer. The summer solstice begins Friday night at 10:42. Isolated storms on Saturday, and then scattered storms with highs steady in the lower to mid-90s each and every day over the next 10 days.